Greetings. I recently received a question from a spiritual seeker that was newly exposed to the wisdom I teach, asking, how do we properly practice the Maha Technique? Well, the book is almost self-explanatory, but there are a few details that could bring up questions. So I'm just going to do a very short review of the technique itself. There are mantras about the 5 elements in the Maha Technique. You can read all about it in the document itself through my website, mahavajra.com. The PDF is free to download. It requires either a mala or a watch or cell phone to calculate your time. If you're doing the practice with a mala, you take the mala like this. You try not to touch your index. It's not dramatic, but it just keeps more energy in the mala when you touch it with your thumb and avoid the index. That's a technicality that I don't want to take 2 days of seminar to explain, so we just move on. So the first earth mantra, Pritivida tu Bhumi Devia, okay? So you take the mala, Om Pritivida tu Bhumi Devia, Om Pritivida tu Bhumi Devia, Om Pritivida tu Bhumi Devia. Now maybe the Sanskrit is a bit hard on your mouth the first time, so you take the time to do it slowly. Om Pritivida Bhumi Devia, to get your mouth used to it, and then you can just pop the mantras. Om Pritivida Bhumi Devia, Om Pritivida Bhumi Devia, Om Pritivida Bhumi Devia, Om Pritivida Bhumi Devia, until you have done the entire mala and you get at the guru bead, or the guru is not me like a master. The guru means the destroyer of darkness, so it's God undefined that comes to help you, okay? The guru originally meant not necessarily a human being, but whatever inspires you to see the divine, okay? So you have to expand your mind on the definition of the Sanskrit word guru. Once you have the guru bead touched, you've done 108 recitation, you can touch your third eye, your heart, do something that, a sign that makes you feel that you have done your process. For a mantra to be charged, we recite 9 malas in a row, and we do this for 12 days. So 9 malas per day for 12 days is 108 malas, each with 108 mantras, for a total of 11,664 recitation. The numerology at this point is not really important. What matters is that you slowly gave the time daily to your system to embrace the energy, and after 12 days it sticks. If you go to the gym and you want to have better muscles, let's say pectorals, because or biceps, okay, for the example. So the gym trainer tells you, do a series of 12, a break, and then a series of 12. Repeat that many days in a row. If your mindset is to say, oh, I'm just going to do 7,000 biceps right now and get bigger muscles right now, it won't work. It's just going to damage your muscle and you will not have the expected growth. So it's for that same reason that you can't do all your recitations at the same time. You need to give the time daily. Every time you go to sleep, your nervous system repairs itself and acknowledges the presence of that new consciousness, that new energy in you. And that is why we recommend, the best recipe we found so far is 9 malas per day for 12 days. And after 12 days, you got this running inside you. And once a year, you might want to review and refresh the mantras that you've already charged. And then you'll do the earth mantra. At the same time, you can do your 9 malas of fire. Like if it was a different muscle group, you can train different muscle groups, okay? But it's good to do, 1 mantra at a time. And at the end, after 60 days maximum, usually you've charged your 5 basic elements. It is the same thing for the 5 other mantras of the Maha Technique. The peace mantra, compassion, the 3 suns, the first step of Atma Yoga, and the first step of the process of immortality. Okay, immortality here, we don't pretend in actual living forever. We're talking about supernaturally stretching the actual lifespan to unexpected lengths, okay, and still feel young. Also helps with the healing. But it's not magic. It's just something that has been observed. These practice do these results. So keep your feet on the ground and don't dream too much about living 7,000 years. Okay, probably won't happen. Nonetheless, the longer you live, the more time you have to grow, to enlighten, to do personal growth and evolve. So that was the part with the mantras. The second part of the Maha Technique is a very quick introduction to Kuji-in. Kuji-in was made popular by the ninja movies of the 1970s, 80s, 90s, okay? Rin, Kyo, To, Sha, Kai, Jin, Ret, Zai, Rin. This practice, introduced in the Maha Technique, simply gives you the basics on how to do it. It's quite simple. It says to fold your hand like this and to repeat that mantra, Om Vajra Swaha, and contemplate slowly inside. Om Vajra Swaha, and keep in mind the wisdom that is given, self-trust, autonomous, to be important for myself, positive thinking, Om Vajra Swaha. And you repeat the mantra with this positive, self-contained confidence. And if you can't modulate that self-confidence right now, it doesn't matter. You do the practice with the objective that it will rise. And you do Rin. Once you're ready, you move on to Kyo. Om Ishanaya Yantraya Swaha. Om Ishanaya Yantraya Swaha. And so on. Now, you can practice it 5 minutes per seal. Yeah, one combo of a mudra, focus on the chakra, on the dharma, which is the wisdom, and you recite the mantra while you do it. All of this, we call it a seal, like a combination of things, okay? It comes from the Tantra teachings of combining various aspects of physical practice that will produce a supernatural effect inside you, okay? Eventually outside also, but first it changes you from the inside before it manifests outside. So you practice this 5 minutes each. Or if it's too much for you, too intense, you feel too moved, then you do a minute of each seal. Or maybe you just want to do Rin for 1 week. You choose your formula at this point. What matters is that you go in order with about the equivalent amount of time over a long period of time. Okay? So that these 9 experiences of the 9 seals of Kuji-in will make sure that you evolve in the most balanced way. With all of this said in the Maha Technique, what matters is that as you augment your power, you should also augment your level of compassion, your understanding of what it means to be kind, to be compassionate, to be charitable with others, so that you feel better inside about being a good person. The better you feel as a good person, the more you can forgive yourself for what you regret in life, the more you do personal growth, the more efficient will be the mantras and the Kuji-in as shown in the Maha Technique. Personal growth is what will make you powerful. Thank you for watching, and if you have any more questions, before you ask questions to my website, which will be answered by my assistant, before that, I highly recommend you watch all the free videos about Kuji-in that are on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/mahavajra. There's so much information there, and the majority of questions you have are based on the fact that you have not enough experience in Kuji-in. Just watch the videos, everything is there, all the information is answered, okay? If you're too much in a hurry to have an answer to your question, watch the videos first. There are so many requests that come in, we even take a lot of time to answer. We're just taking them as they came, okay? So watch the videos, and once you're really serious about a question that we really did not cover, then please ask it, and someone at one point will have some time to answer you. Thank you so much for your time. Love you all.